Hello everyone, and welcome to today's deep dive into smartphone thermals. In this segment, we are putting the spotlight on the OnePlus Ace 5 Pro, a device that has generated buzz not only for its flagship specs, but also for its bold claims about thermal performance. OnePlus has equipped the Ace 5 Pro with a specialized three-dimensional dual-channel vapor chamber cooling system. According to the company, this setup allows the phone to dissipate, heat up to twice as fast as a typical smartphone. Bold claims, but how does it actually perform under pressure? To find out, we ran a series of real-world thermal tests covering performance, benchmarking, gaming, video recording, and charging. All tests were conducted at an ambient room. Temperature of 82.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Screen brightness was set to maximum with auto brightness disabled. The screen resolution was set to its highest available option, 2780 by 1264 pixels, and refresh rate was locked at 120 Hz. Volume was kept at 50%. Let's begin with the first task: performance benchmarking. We used stress test tools and benchmarking apps to simulate maximum CPU and GPU workloads. Each test started with the battery at 100%. We ran a 20-cycle stress test and conducted 3 back-to-back Antutu benchmark runs. Using a FLIR thermal camera, we recorded the hottest surface temperature on the device after each session. The images clearly show heat concentration near the top third of the phone, which is typical where CPU and SoC components sit. The temperature peaked significantly, suggesting that while the cooling system is working hard, the device still heats up considerably under sustained load. Next, we shifted to high-performance gaming and video recording. We played Arena of Valor and Genshin Impact for 1 hour, each followed by 15 minutes of 4K video recording at 60 frames per second. These tasks are demanding in different ways: graphics, sustained performance, and camera usage, which gave us a broader picture of how heat is distributed and managed. Once again, we saw elevated temperatures, particularly during Genshin Impact, which is notoriously taxing on mobile GPUs. The phone stayed comfortably within safe operating limits, but certain areas became noticeably warm to the touch. For video recording, the heat buildup was less aggressive but still present. Moving on to perhaps the most critical and relatable scenario for most users: charging. We tested 3 high-powered chargers: the Mophie SpeedPort 120-watt GAN charger, the SuperVOOC 100-watt charger, and the QuickTech 140-watt GAN charger. The goal was to charge the device from 0 to full while tracking the heat generated using our thermal imaging system. The results were eye-opening. The Mophie charger produced the most stable thermal curve, gradually increasing to a peak before tapering off. The SuperVOOC charger delivered slightly faster performance, but with higher surface temperatures. The 140-watt charger, as expected, produced the most heat and had the steepest thermal gradient. All temperatures remained below critical thresholds, but it's clear that fast charging comes with thermal trade-offs, especially when pushing above 100 watts. OnePlus claims that the Ace 5 Pro's thermal system was optimized with input from professional esports players to ensure consistent performance during intense gaming sessions. That might explain the more even heat dissipation compared to some previous devices. However, the data shows that under heavy, sustained workloads, the phone does get hot, though not dangerously so. So, what can we conclude? The OnePlus Ace 5 Pro handles heat better than most conventional smartphones, thanks in part to its advanced vapor chamber and material design. But it is not immune to temperature spikes under extreme stress. During gaming and charging, you will feel the warmth, especially if you're using the phone while plugged in. For most users, the device should offer a stable experience without throttling. But if you are pushing it to its limits, playing high-end games or benchmarking for extended periods, heat management is something to be aware of. That wraps up our thermal performance test of the OnePlus Ace 5 Pro. Let us know what you think. Is thermal performance a priority for you when choosing a smartphone? Would you like us to test other devices under the same conditions? Thanks for watching, and see you in the next review.